Welcome back to Get Down to Business, the show all about small business jobs and entrepreneurship. I'm thrilled to be joined by Klein Ogden of the isSRA 831B admin team. And he is, I know his colleagues refer to him as the ace of the isSRA team, which we'll talk all about. He is the National Business Development Manager. And he does it all as he interacts with business owners and advisors to identify risk management strategies. Klein Ogden, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So Klein, let's get started with talking about what isSRA is and what you and your team love to do each and every day in helping your clients.
We are a 831B administrator. What that is basically anyone who's familiar with captive insurance or 831B reinsurance companies. That's what we do. We work with business owners. We help them set up their own 831B reinsurance company or captive and help them insure uncommon, unforeseen, uninsurable risks.
Okay, well, definitely, I know that is a common theme because a lot of things are unforeseen until it jumps out at you, and I know that you help your clients look at all of this. So, the most important example that I have is something that we've all experienced over these past few years, and that is COVID. So how have the 831B plans helped businesses, many that might be tuning in to this program during the pandemic?
There's actually been a lot of clients that have been able to file claims and pull money back into their business that they've set aside for things like business interruption, supply chain interruptions, loss of a key employee due to an accident or illness, lawsuits brought against the business, all kinds of stuff like that. Things that we typically see but have been much more prevalent due to COVID.
Interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting. That's great news for those that planned ahead. But definitely, again, you need to look ahead for sure. So leads me to my next question. I mean, for so many of the small business owners and entrepreneurs that are tuning in, or any business owners at all, who is a good candidate for an 831B plan?
Really, any business that has excess cash flow, that has the ability to take and set aside dollars for a period, for a 12-month period of time. Anyone who's really able to, kind of in that 1 million to 50 million gross revenue business segment, that's able to take 100,000 or more out of their business, excess revenues, excess profits, set it aside to now insure these types of risks, and regardless of size of gross revenues, the client does need to have that excess cash.
Okay, absolutely. That's super duper important. So your personal story, again, I know I shared a moment ago that I'm chatting with Klein Ogden from the isSRA team, and he is the National Business Development Manager. How did you become so passionate about this and get started in this industry?
I actually had a little bit of a different career path for a while. I was actually playing professional golf right out of college and got into the financial services insurance world when I stopped playing. And it was something that I knew about and was familiar with, and really, honestly, I loved it. I loved the conversation. I knew a lot of business owners. I knew a lot of CEOs and CFOs, and so it was a really good opportunity to take our program, introduce it to them, to help them manage risks more efficiently and become more tax efficient. And there's not many business owners out there that don't love both of those. So.
That's awesome. Sounds like you're in the job of your dreams, and certainly very interesting background, which is pretty cool. Former professional golfer on the national tour, and I know you spend a lot of your time, 12 plus years in risk mitigation to identify opportunities and consult with clients and representatives. So what risks do businesses have that an 831B plan can help with? Again, we've talked about COVID, we've talked about some other scenarios, but let's give some folks something to think about and look at in the months ahead before the end of the year.
Yeah, things like brand and reputation damages or lawsuits being brought against the business. A lot of what we've seen over the last few years has been political risk. We got political bodies making decisions that are ultimately impacting a business, and they have no financial or no say in the matter. Whether anybody wants to admit it, that is a real risk that they are technically self-insuring right now. Lots of cybersecurity issues. We have endorsements for ransomware, phishing, malware. Start to look at things like third-party business interruption, someone who's using a third-party business or a software or something like that to help run their business. And then things like audits. Audits come up, whether it's a work comp audit or just a general business audit, doesn't matter. But those are, again, things that the business owner is paying for with after-tax money out of cash flow. And if there's a way to more efficiently manage those risks, that's what we're here for.
Cool. Fantastic. Well, we're running out of time. Again, Clay Ogden, really appreciate you educating us on a topic that we honestly haven't talked too much about here on the program. And I know that there's a lot of things that people want to talk to an advisor and have conversations to learn more. But can you give us your contact information so we could get in touch and have further conversations?
Absolutely. Our website is an amazing resource. It's 831b.com. And then obviously you can reach out to me and my team, and we will be more than happy to discuss if this is something that works for you.
Fantastic. Clay Ogden, really appreciate your expertise in this. Looking forward to having you back on real soon. We've got to squeeze in a quick break here on Get Down to Business. You could always subscribe, rate, review, and share Get Down to Business on your favorite podcast app. Be sure you do that. That way you won't miss a single show. We'll be right back. Don't touch that dial.